If you want to work past age 65 and you have an employer health group plan or you're on your spouse's group plan and there's 20 or more employees, there's no problem with Medicare. No late penalties will accrue, not for Part B, not for Part D. You can just keep working. You don't have to notify the government. You don't have to fill out any forms. You don't have to do anything. Just keep working. Now, whatever time you do choose to retire, at any day, at any time of year, there's no set period. You could just wake up and say, I want to retire. So let's say you're 67 and a half and you decide to retire today. Okay. You can sign up for Medicare. It's the easiest to do it online at socialsecurity.gov. I know. You don't go to Medicare. You go to Social Security. They do the back-end administration for Medicare. So go to socialsecurity.gov, sign up for Medicare A and B, and you tell the government when you want it to start, because you can have it start at any time since you've worked past 65. So you say, well, my employer insurance is ending at the end of the month. I would like Medicare to start on June 1st. Okay. It will start on June 1st. You are guaranteed for it to start on June 1st. The government's working a little slow right now, so you might not have your Medicare ID card. But if you, let's say you do it the last day of the month, it will still start the first day of the month. It'll be a little ugly. We'll get you through it. That's one of the things we do. But in my scenario, it's going to start on June 1st. Now, the government is going to look at your file and say, hey, Sylvia did not take Medicare at 65 when she was first eligible. So she took it 2.5 years late. So she is going to get a late penalty. They're going to charge you 10% for every year you were late signing up for Medicare Part B. And we'll say it's approximately the same thing for Part D. So I'm 2.5 years late. So they charge you for full years. So they'll charge me for 2 years. They'll charge me 20% more for Medicare Part B. And they'll automatically start taking it out of my Social Security if I'm on Social Security. And if I'm not, they'll send me a bill with it included. And I'll be like, whoa, that's not what the Medicare Family told me. They told me Medicare Part B in 2025 cost the average person $185 a month. My income's average. I already looked at the chart. So why are you charging me 20% more? They're charging you more because you work past 65. So you have to tell them, I don't want to pay the late penalty, and I don't have to pay the late penalty because I was working for an employer with 20 or more employees. I'm exempt. Or I was on my spouse's plan with 20 or more employees. So I had to prove that to the government. Because remember when I said I wanted to work past 65, I didn't have to notify them. I didn't have to do anything. So they don't know I'm working. For all they know, I just neglected to enroll in Medicare, and I do have to pay that late penalty. So you will have to use this form, which you can easily find on the internet. It's called the L564. And your employer should be familiar with this. You send that to your employer's HR director, and they will attest that you were employed there, that they have over 20 employees, and that is what you will fax and mail or take in person to the Social Security office nearest you. And then it might take them 2, 3, 4 months to process it. Things are a little slow right now. But when they do, they'll say, oh, here's proof that Sylvie was working. She doesn't have to pay an extra 20% per month. She doesn't have a lifetime late penalty, and they will take it off. So if I was on Social Security, they were already taking that extra penalty out of my Social Security. They will refund that money back to me. They don't do paper checks anymore. It'll be direct deposited back into my Social Security. Again, you can't speed it up. It takes a couple months for the government to do their thing. So when you get that form, keep a copy of it, because if you just mailed it in or faxed it in, they do have a habit of losing things. So make a copy. And like I said, it's always best practice to mail and fax it. You can Google to find the Social Security office nearest you, and they'll have the fax number and the address there and send it there. So if you're working past 65 and you have an employer group health plan under 20 employees, you will get hit with a penalty later when you figure out that you should have enrolled in Medicare. And a lot of people want to fight me. They're like, I don't want Medicare. I have really good health insurance. I have $100 annual deductible. I have 0 copay to see a specialist. And they're telling me it's a great plan. I agree. It is a great plan. I'm trying to tell you what the Medicare law is. And the law says that if you are eligible for Medicare, some people aren't, but if you're eligible for Medicare at 65 and you don't have an employer group health plan with 20 or more people, or you're not on your spouse's employer group health plan with 20 more people, then you have to enroll in Medicare. And if you don't, nobody's going to make you. You don't ever have to enroll. But eventually you'll want to enroll. And when you eventually do, that's when they're going to hit you with the penalties. And the penalties are steep. The penalties go up every year and they last a lifetime. A lot of people think, the penalties, they'll probably expire at a certain age. I don't know why people think that. They don't expire. You will pay it every month for the rest of your life. Now, we had a lady that called the Medicare Family yesterday. She's 84. So when we explained this to her when she first enrolled, because she worked for a very long time, she just retired at 83. And we explained it to her that she needed to get the form. We emailed her the form. We told her the directions. You have to take it to your former employer. Their HR department will know what to do with it. When you get it, send it to your local Social Security office. It's good to fax and mail. We told her everything. We have the notes that we told her everything. Well, she didn't do it. Her husband had just died. She's at 84. Insurance is confusing. She's been in group insurance her whole entire life. So you can see how people can get confused here. So she just slowly starts getting these letters from the insurance company saying she has a bill. And she goes, "You told me my Medicare Advantage plan had 0 monthly premium. How am I getting a bill for late penalties?" So she called in and we told her it was a late penalty. We told her the whole situation again. We sent her the form again. She said she didn't really understand that. So when she gets a nut, the penalties keep accruing. So now she's been getting penalties for 4 or 5 months. Now it's up to over $400. Now she's really panicked. This is where I want you to get your kids, your family members, other people involved in your care so people can help you as you get older. And this stuff is overwhelming. It's hard to understand on your own. A lot of times only one spouse handles all of this and they think they're taking the burden off the other spouse. But if you're that spouse that handles it and you pass away first, you're leaving, in a lot of cases, your wife. She don't know what's going on. So at this point, the lady calls us back again and she's like, "What is happening?" We've already explained it to her 3 times. I don't know how to keep explaining it to her. This is not something your insurance agent can do for you. You have to do these steps. All we can do is keep explaining the steps to you, emailing them to you. Maybe you need to get a family member involved to help you with this. The nice thing about our team is that we are doing all this behind the scenes. We're not just enrolling you in a plan. We're trying to explain all these other rules and help you with that paperwork. And we'll answer your calls and emails for the rest of your life to service you as you need help with your insurance. But we can't make you understand it, right? That's your own challenge, and it's harder the older you get, the sicker you get. That's why if you set up an account at socialsecurity.gov, and hopefully you also set up one at medicare.gov, you give those logins and passwords to whoever you trust to help you with this, your friends, your family, your neighbor, whoever's helping you with this, so that they can log in and see what insurance you have, see what penalties you're being charged, see what's coming out of your Social Security account. And if they can't do that, then you could give it to your insurance agent and we can log in and help you. But penalties are avoidable. Our goal is to help you and avoid late penalties. And if you do get assessed one where you have an appeal, you have this exemption because you were working, we'll help you with that paperwork. That's what we do at the Medicare Family. We're licensed in all 50 states. Our help is free. We're paid as independent contractors by dozens and dozens of insurance companies. We're not affiliated with the federal government. We're a small family business, a 3rd-generation family business located in central Indiana. Again, we work with people in all states. If you learned something, hit the subscribe button or give me a follow. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment if you have a specific question. Always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.